I'm live. Don't you love my outfit? This is my friend's wreath she made. I'm half asleep. I just woke up a little bit ago. I actually went to sleep at 10 o'clock. I figured I'd do something different. Because it's been a while since I've done anything. And in order to get out of your comfort zone, which was doing nothing and diminishing myself, I'm just got to be back. And whoever needs to deal with it can let me deal with it. So good morning, everyone. It is exactly 9 a.m. I'm off work today, and I would normally start right now. I'm actually on like normal people time, even though there's like no such thing as normal. And I'm gonna keep leaning forward because I don't really have anywhere to put this coffee, and I know if I put it right here, it's gonna like it is going to spill all over me. But no, anyone, this is stress, by the way. Anyone who knows me, for actually me, knows that I don't give a fuck. I, I mean, I do in a way. But yeah, I've always used any platform that I have to express myself, express my thoughts, express my feelings, of course, express my art. Uh, there's a squirrel over there. Squirrel. um, but yeah, I've always done that, and I let that go for a while. So speaking of letting go, I've been seeing a whole. Now we got the recycling truck coming down the road. Come on. Anyway, everybody is aware of that whole let them theory going on, right? Let them. If they want to do whatever they want to do, let them. Easier said than done in certain ways. The reason why they're going to stop right here. They don't look happy. It doesn't look like they have a lot of cardboard to pick up today, so at least here. So maybe their day will go easier. But letting people do things is it actually comes from within you. Speaking from someone who has attachment issues, trust issues, and severe anxiety and depression, doing that, and I think it's more of a control thing, not like controlling, oh, you're trying to control somebody and what they're doing. I don't know why I'm not getting any comments, but that's okay. It's more controlling your surroundings for yourself and controlling your situations. How I had grown up was not ideal. There was really no sense of control at all, and it really fucked me up for a long time. I can't see who this. Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, I didn't think in my 20s that it fucked me up at all. I thought it was fine. I thought, everything. But see, I've also at that point, I had focused on work, and I focused on being better and being a better person than my parents. Then after I had children, I realized I don't have that much control. After I turned 40, I then was like, oh shit, like, there are so many things I didn't do in my life. And I tried my damnedest to get my person that was with me to come with me. And it didn't happen. Because you can't force people to do things. You can't force them to do what they don't want to do. You can't force people at all. And that's part of that whole let them thing. The things to not do, I'm going to have to lean forward because, first of all, I don't have my glasses on. I've been seeing this married man and I just tested positive for pregnancy test. Should I tell his wife about him having a baby outside his marriage? You can't even, yes, if I did, you can't control people if you have enough duct tape. Okay, so I have an unknown that you've been seeing a married man and you just tested positive for a pregnancy test. Should I tell his wife about him having a baby outside his marriage? I'm not really an advice person, but if that was me, I would have, shit. There's a bunch of variables to that. I mean, but did you know he was married? And if so, then you should have told his wife before. Because I think she would want to know prior to you now being pregnant. Also, does he already have children? Because if so, that is kind of fucked. And she might kill you, just so you know. She might. I fucking would. I mean, I don't look an orange, but, you know, it's just a example. I came to talk, but okay. Shouldn't have... Yeah. Oh, now we got things going on in the... Why did you open... What? Somebody said, what's up, hairy balls? Okay, sure. I don't really have any, but you guys could talk about that. Anyway, the let them thing that I was talking about. Man, it's pretty banging at 9 a.m. So anyway, just don't let people change you. And in doing that, in letting people change you, you let that happen to yourself. You do. A lot of times, I mean, for me, the reason why I had let that happen. Hello, Alan. I am feeling better a bit. I've been getting more sleep, which is something that is necessary. And Reese's or Snickers? I keep getting these candy questions. I don't know. I'm trying to talk. You guys could talk about those things. I'm trying to get my thoughts out. But no, I mean, you can let it happen too. Just try, because you love somebody and you're trying to, you know, appease them or something. Or they not even that. A lot of times people, self-control is important, but also when someone tells you, don't do this. So, okay, so I've been told for the past, I don't know how long, you know, you make too many videos. You talk too much. You're too, I am excitable, okay? I'm dramatic. I'm that type of person. That's the type of person I am. Like, I'm the type of person that when I was a kid, I just wanted to be on fucking stage and, like, do whatever I want to do. And people say, well, you're overbearing. Your hand gestures are overbearing. Blame the Italian side of my family. I don't know what to tell you. Or you make other people feel uncomfortable because they might be insecure. Me controlling somebody else's emotions is not, like, that's not my job. And especially in relationships. Good morning. That's the one place where I don't do very well, is like I try to, you know, make sure everybody's happy and everything's good. And then when I do that and then I get it turned on me and it's like, well, you're not doing your part and you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Do you know how much emotion I fucking pour out to people and to get told that I'm not good enough? So then you start believing that shit. You start believing that shit, and you're like, well, if this person cares about me, you know, maybe they're right. And, hello. Okay, guys. Loose lips do sink ships, but sometimes some ships need to fucking stop sailing. So, there's that. There's that. Because some of them shouldn't have been on the water to begin with. And you know, that's another thing. I'm just not. I'm not letting people tell me what the fuck to do. I mean, within reason, you know? But another thing, too, is I was thinking, and I know I'm bouncing around all over the place, but I do keep getting distracted. No, I do not have an OnlyFans. This is my OnlyFans. Do you want to pay for this? Because this is what you're going to get. So, no. I do have my application in to have subscriptions on Twitter. And one of my friends on there, she was like, is it going to be like OnlyFans stuff? I'm like, bitch, no. No. But I mean, I have over 6,000 fans, you know? If I have like, I figured it out. I mean, even 100 people, and I think you get like $3.50 a month out of a $5 cut. Like, listen, I have fucking bills to pay. Do I have OnlyFeed? No, because I get ridiculed for that too. I don't think that it's a big deal. Like, feet and hands, like, whatever. They're just photos, and whatever people do with that shit, they do. Like, you're gonna see my shit in the grocery store. They're always exposed. I'm not, like, in some religious thing where I have to wear gloves and fucking socks all the time. So people could see them anyway. It's not a big deal. I can't see with my glasses on, but somebody said I'll pay, but I don't know for what. If it's a Twitter subscription, yes. Otherwise, I don't think so. But yeah, I got into really, really, really fucking bad depression. And when that happens, I tend to overthink. I get bad. I get really bad. And I've been on medication before, and it just makes me fucking not fun. So I don't want to do it. Like, why do I have to be medicated because of the way that other people make me feel? What is that? So my outlet, this, was taken away too because it's too much and whatever. So when you pick and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick and take things away from people, and you tell people not to do this, like, don't do this. So this is a part of yourself. Don't do this. But you know what? Still feel good. What the fuck are you on? You know? I hope to see you on the Jack Show. No, I'm not showing my feet right now. But anyway, yeah, I haven't really been on Twitter a lot to even be on the Jack Show. I'm not sure if I can now. I mean, it goes really late. Now I'm on normal people time. I start work at 9 a.m., which is hard. But you know what? I just dress like this when I go to work. The place that I work, I don't really have to dress up. I mean, I'll put a little makeup on, whatever. But... and I'm up and down, walking around and stuff. Oh, I'll show you my feet. Look at, these are my dirty Crocs with me. I got them for free. They were my friends' kids. And the little charms were too. And I used to hate them, but guess what? I really don't give a fuck. And I'm going to wear them whenever I want. Because that's how I roll. I walk around with my backpack on, my hoodie, my leggings, and my little Crocs. And I look like an overgrown child. And I don't care. Because that's what I like. And if people don't like that about me, then they don't like that about me. Don't try to change it. So, I don't know. It's hard. It's like life shouldn't be this hard. And I think a lot of us are just under a lot of pressure too. Like financial pressure. Especially if you have kids. But the main thing is communication. Like if you just attack people instead of saying, you know, hey, this is what's going on. We need to talk about this. Like, then, I don't know. That's how I am. I can't keep getting beaten down and told, don't do this, don't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that, or you can't act this way, and then not fucking snap back at you. Like, it's not my nature. I was told all my fucking life not to do things. And then you're going to step in and then say that to me? Like, no. No, no, no. Yes, Alan, I am safe, so that's good. I am my own worst enemy. I know that. Just how it is. But then people like to make shit up too. And I guess they always say like haters are fans too, or if people can't keep their name out of your mouth or your name out of their mouth. Listen, it is 9:15 a.m. Wait. You're like Enoch's world. Okay, I can see now. Yeah, we do. We do create the world that we experience. And I had created my own fucking world. I finally got it. I finally last year, like last May-ish, I had my own world. Everything was working and it was going good. And then things were going good. And then, like, I don't know, shit just fucking didn't. And then I got ended up being like depressed and stuff. Like, when I'm in my own little world, I want people to come along with me, you know, come along with me and just like, we'll have fun. And I'm responsible too. But when, like, I don't know, it's like my world got hit by a fucking gigantor asteroid and then everything just went to fucking shit. Sometimes, Alan said, sometimes an external influence screws things up. True. That is true. And especially for, you know, people who tell you they care about you, they love you, they, you know, have your well-being at heart. I mean, if you're a good person, you're going to listen to them. But like, the fact is, like, there are things that, you know, I do that, like, I don't fucking hurt anybody. And that's the thing that always bites me in the ass. Always bites me in the ass. I don't want to be crying at 9:30 in the morning. Jesus. Oh, and I got told I gotta go to therapy too. This is my fucking therapy, okay? Like, but yeah, that's what bites me in the ass too, is people saying shit like, you shouldn't do this, like I said. And then you listen, and then what happens? I can't be me if you're trying to make me be you. That's a good one. I'm gonna have to save that. Can't be me if you're trying to make me be you. Like, if you love me for me, why do I have, what do I have to, why do I have to change anything? Now, change and adjusting certain things are two different things, but do you consider yourself feminine, beautiful, and inspirational? Yes. For the longest time, I never felt like a girl at all. And some of my mannerisms too, but that's just like when I'm by myself, or if I feel threatened, especially if I feel threatened in a situation where there are men, I will not just sit here and be like, because fuck you. That's when this comes in, and then everybody thinks I'm being hostile. Like, people think I'm being hostile. They're like, you and your hammers. No, I'm not being hostile. I'm just being me. Okay? Like, and if it feels hostile to you, then maybe you need to grow some balls. Especially if you're a dude. I don't know. Okay, I'm done saying my little thing. So if you do have questions, I am all for it. I'm all for it. I don't know how much longer I'll be on here. I'm just trying to do something a little different. I actually have my day off. So I've been working hard. Like, I haven't worked a fucking like full week in probably like 6 years. I have health issues, and they weren't very good for a while. So yeah, I'm still not great. I do require a lot more sleep than other people, but everybody's different, you know. Again, don't make me be you. But I did record some videos when I was with my friends. We've been spending more time with friends. I've missed that. and I recorded some silly videos, and everybody thinks, they're like, oh, because you're so loud, you're so crazy, are you on something? Are you on something? Are you drunk? Yes, yes. At 9 a.m. or like during, like, come on. What? Because here comes a jealousy thing. Because you can't, or you feel that you can't just be expressive and be fun without any type of substance, then I have to be on one. Again, politely, go fuck yourself. I get from like fucking all angles. People be like, I care about you, and you're doing this, and you're ruining your life. Live my fucking life. Like, live my fucking life for one day. Especially the state that I've been in now. It's like that part where they say, or that whatever that meme they say, that like if a fucking demon entered my body right now, it'd be like, fuck this shit. And that's pretty much where it is, because whew, I don't know. I don't. And if somebody could last in my fucking life or in my mind for like one day, then I would. Alan said, Nadine, what's the meaning of the rings you're still using? The rings that I have on, you can walk into a dark room and light a match instantly. The darkness flees. You can't do the opposite. Darkness, negativity have no effect in a room full of love and joy. Yes, Enoch's World. I have to remember that. And I've always embraced like my own darkness, but I let it take me over. And darkness creeps in. Light comes in like this, but darkness creeps in, and it'll slowly, slowly, slowly snuff you out. And that's what happened to me. And I let it happen. And not again. My rings. This one is, I can't get it off. I actually bought this for $5 when I was 19. So I've had this for what? Almost 30 years? Well, I mean, it'll be about 30 years. I bought it for $5. I couldn't wear it for the longest time because it didn't fit. This one I got in a hospital gift shop. It's my birthstone. I bought that for 20 bucks. This one my boyfriend had given to me, but like kind of gave it to me, but kind of didn't. And the other ones I took off and I left with him on accident, and I didn't get them back. But the black one that I had was one that he had like in a collection, and I started wearing, and then the other one he had given to me as a gift. So I need to get those back. I like my rings. Who likes feet? Somebody says. Enoch's World said Al Bundy. But yeah, so that's, I like my rings. I like jewelry. I got a lot of things to work on. My main thing now is just finding somewhere to live. And this economy sucks. It's like, how do you get up like $5,000 to get somewhere? And I did have an apartment with my boyfriend, but it wasn't ideal. It ended up creating a lot of tension between us, and a lot of that tension did stem from me, because I didn't have comfortable things, and in order to live your life properly, you have to have things comfort. Ever go to sleep angry with your partner? Easier said than done. Or never, I think you mean, Alan. Never go to sleep angry with your partner. Easier said than done. It is easier said than done. But I'm at the stage right now where I am working on communicating and not acting like a child. I hadn't had the best role models to actually learn how to have a healthy relationship. So, over the past few months, I've realized that it doesn't just happen. And I was lucky enough sometimes that it would just happen. And then when it doesn't happen, and it doesn't happen for me, I run away. That's the answer. Like, that's how it's always been. I run away, or I make them leave. That's why I said this is my therapy. And I can be told that it's selfish, but it's more of a just self-protection thing, you know? Because if things aren't working out for me and I don't feel right within myself, then... And I even told my friend that I'm staying with now, I said, you know what? And I know people blame, you know, cartoons and whatever, but it was, you know, growing up in the 80s and 90s, it was a huge thing that you're sold. You'll find, it was for a long time too, like think about 50, for the longest time you were sold. We, men and women, were sold. It's good. It would be one, oh, now my nose is running. Shit. We were sold the idea that we're going to find this one person, and then when you find that one person, everything's going to be perfect. And people still say it now. It's like you don't have to, like, work. But that's bullshit, you know? Let's see. Clever way of finding out if she has a partner. What's a clever way of finding out if she has a partner? I don't know what that means, so explain to me. Oh, the rings. This one just doesn't fit on this finger. I wanted to wear it on this finger, but it's loose. So that's the reason why it's on the middle finger. Because it's not as loose. So that is why. So it wasn't given to me in that particular sense, but the sentiment is still there. More like a promise, so. Yeah, I know. And, but I also think sometimes you find the person that does help you work through your childhood trauma, but you can't expect them to fix it for you. And unfortunately, I had gotten into that position, and I drove myself nuts. Because he was actually helping me, and he still is, and he's still here. But some people's way of helping you work through things is their way, not yours. And you can only explain and say, hey, can you talk to me in this particular way? And I've had a lot of people try to help me with that. Sorry, I'm going to throw these pants in the fucking wash after I'm done. I'm not wearing them all day. These are old as hell, and they have holes in the butt. I wore them to bed, so. But yeah, what do we got here? The harder you are on yourself, the more walls you put up around you. Yeah. The harder I am on myself, the more walls I put up around me. Absolutely. That's where I was. I realized when I was talking to my friend yesterday, and I said, actually, two of my friends at the same time, and I said, you know, it got to a point where I was fighting with my significant other. Fighting, and, like, he would be like, this for no reason. And I realized I was fighting myself. And taking it out on him. And God love him. I mean, it's been months. And he's still here. He didn't give up on me. But people can only take so much. And I recognized that I need to change. And, you know, he's like, you need to go to therapy and whatever. But like I said, I don't. Because nobody else is going to help me. Not even a therapist. They're just going to tell me some fucking bullshit. And then I'm going to feel like shit after I leave. I've been to therapy. I've done that. And it's not to say that it doesn't work for people. Because it can. But for me, I've always figured out my own shit. And it just took me a little longer because I didn't have to change I needed to reevaluate the way that I work with someone. I need to reevaluate the way that I deal with relationships and deal with relationship stress, or deal with, you know, incidences that may pop up. And, you know, because I would be like, well, if something's not going on, then why is this weird shit happening? Because I overanalyze things. Because I had to. Growing up, I had to overanalyze things, because my fucking life growing up was a fucking, it was like a minefield. So I had to overanalyze everything in order to survive, because I had to plan out like what I would do to help me and my brother if like shit went down. And I have to train my brain that like no matter how much you anticipate something. So I was giving myself anticipatory anxiety. Like no matter how much you anticipate something, you can't change something if it's going to happen. And I think I've learned in my life enough ways to deal with situations. So I have to trust myself. I have to trust myself that I can handle the situation should it arise, whatever situation it is. And I can handle that, and I don't need to handle it with any type of aggression. It doesn't always work. Let's see. How's your way working out for you? It's working out for me good. You're detecting narcissism with who, me? Alan, would you send this video to your boyfriend? He may have a better understanding of the situation. You most probably still love each other. Yes, we do. And I mean, he subscribes to my channel, so he could see it. And he's busy working a lot, so he might not have time to watch it, but I will definitely send it to him and say, hey, just so you know. Next world, she can't love him back until she loves herself. You're right. You're right. And I did, and at least I thought I did love myself. And I do have a lot of love, but you're absolutely right. I've always expressed love to everyone else. I've always given love to everyone else, because I never wanted anybody to feel the way that I feel. But I've never, you know, I'll take care of myself in certain ways. And that's why I do have certain things that I like to have. But, you know, like, you know, we get to a point. I mean, I'm going to be 45. I like to do my own nails. I like to sit. I like to have routines. And I think a certain routine and a certain setup for things is good. But then when you're sharing a space with someone else, you have to compromise. And, like when we moved in together, I was talking to him the other day, and he said, well, he's like, well, you said you need this. And, oh, hello, Mr. B. No, thank you. I don't want to be your friend right now. Oh. And then the other day, he mentioned it to me. He's like, but you said you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. And I said, well, I didn't say it to be mean. And he's like, but it came off that way. And I was like, I didn't mean it to be that way. And I mean, thank you for telling me now. But I'm also the type of person that, you know, I just expect it, I guess. Like I said, I expected, you know, things to just happen, and I didn't realize, like, so yeah. So I am. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, no, well, I'm not 45 yet, but this is like, I just woke up. I had been not having adequate sleep for months. So that was another thing with the way that I felt, because when I look at myself, I don't see, I mean, I know I just woke up. So by the time gravity helps me out, we'll be a little bit better. But yeah. So no, and this is, like I said, I like talking to people. I like seeing other people's thoughts especially people who, you know, I have people who I know in real life that subscribe to my channel. I know people from Twitter that do, and so a lot of those people, I mean, they know me-ish, just from things that I share, because I do share a lot of things, and I do appreciate people's opinions. I appreciate people's opinions when you're giving me your opinion and not forcing me to think a certain way. You know, I will take opinions into account all the time, and I will ask questions, and I will say, well, if I do it this way, you know, I want to know. But if you're just telling me this is how you need to be, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to fix things, this is how, that is how I was always told my whole life. And I don't respond. I don't respond to that. I respond violently. And I don't want to be that way anymore. That's not me. It's really not. This dude that just walked down the street looked at me like really fucking weird. I'm like, I should have waved to him. Fuck, I missed my opportunity, son of a bitch. Yep. Isn't partnership all about compromises? Sometimes people walk away from the people who love you the most. Yeah. Well, it is. And, you know, but then there are also so many different variables. You know, it is about compromise, but then if you're compromising in this one area, but, you know, why isn't the person compromising you in the other? And then that's where it comes into communication. You can't just say this is this, that is that. Where was that from? There was a cartoon. This is this, that is that. Oh man. Sebastian. No. Flounder. It was Flounder in The Little Mermaid when he was talking about Scuttle, and he was telling King Triton about Scuttle. He's like, and then there was a seagull, and he was like, this is this, and that is that. And then Triton's like, seagull, she was at the surface. And then he flipped the fuck out. Yeah. I watched that movie a bazillion times. It was my fucking favorite. Do not overcompromise or you will jeopardize. And Enoch's World had just said, do not overcompromise or you will jeopardize your authenticity. And this is where I am. Saying teaser is always complicated. I don't know how to pause this, but I need a tissue because I was crying and I need some more coffee. So give me like 2-3 minutes and I will be right back. In the meantime, if you guys have questions or advice, like I'm an open book, I'm up for it. And I mean, I'll talk for a while. That's cool because, you know, I'm not at work, but I've also explained to people too, like my social media presence is a job too. I mean, it might be fun, but it's a job. So, you know, and then sometimes people get upset if like people send you money or something, but it's like, it's a job. If you're enjoying my content, send me money. My main thing right now is I want a home, like an actual home. I don't live in apartments. I can't, it doesn't work. All right, I'll be right back. Thank you guys. Alright, guys. Sorry, it took like 8 billion years for this coffee to brew, and I don't know why. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, it's... Okay, where we go? We will all be millionaires if we would. Yo, right? 50-50, but it's not always 50-50. Oh, yeah, it's Jason from Friday the 13th. Alan, what? I look in my 30s. There's a love between her ex and her. I don't, like, Alan, do you think, like, right now, I'm actually still in a relationship, technically. So, no, we didn't break up. We took some time apart for a little bit, and we were, like, working on not being codependent on each other. But, yeah, so we're working on things. And I had even told him yesterday, because I was being very positive. He had a lot of work to do, and he said, you know, he doesn't have time to, you know, look at all the things that I send him, because I send a lot of things, and I've been working on that too, because I like attention from my person, and but I was just being positive, and that's part of the, you know, relationships can't be 50-50 all the time. You know, I realize he's working really, really hard on his job right now, and his career, actually. And he needs positivity. He does not need me sulking and crying and being like, why can't I see you? And overreacting to things when, you know, I feel like I should be getting attention, but he needs some time to decompress and spend with himself. So I had said to him yesterday, I was like, you know, because he said he woke up late and he was miserable, and I said, well, I'm sending positivity your way, and he was like, thank you, motivational speaker. And I had said, I said to him, you know, I am working on myself, because, you know, we both need the girl that you fell in love with back, which is true, you know. So I am, and this is part of me working on that, because I hadn't for a long time, you know, pretty much since we had gotten together. I've dropped off from like a shit ton of my social media stuff, but that is a part of what makes me me. That is a part of me, you know, getting my personality out, where, you know, if those outlets are taken away from me and you're the only one that's left with me and my need to put things out there and talk a lot, like, what are you gonna do? Freaking freak out? And then, you know, he's like, you tell me all these things and you talk to me all the time, and it's a lot. Okay, but I need my outlets. If I don't have them, you're the only one. You're the only one that's gonna take to get it all. So if it's too much, I need my outlets. So if I become too much, that's why, you know. Just like going to therapy and whatnot. But like therapy once a week, like I can't hold all these fucking thoughts in for a whole week. Jesus. So there definitely is a lot of love there, and I'm glad. What about going to the gym or yoga to reduce some anxiety? I've thought about that. It costs money. So I don't have money to be going to the gym or yoga or anything. What I did used to do was, you know, I used to do my own thing, like dance and stretch and stuff. unfortunately, in the apartment that we had lived in prior, there was not enough space. I didn't, and that's where it comes in. I need my space, and I'm not being like, oh, there's sticky. I just washed this. Like, I need space to do things, and I need my space to have to like reduce my anxiety. And it's not a lot. Like, not I'm not saying, oh my god, I need all this space. No. I need enough floor space that if I need to dance, stretch, whatever, my TV, my couch, my table, like an end table, and a nice bed to sleep in. Like, that's it. And I don't like TV in the bedroom. I can't hear things when I'm trying to sleep. It gets into my head. Yeah, go for a walk too. See, that's another thing too, where I realized I was really removed from nature. So that's a big thing for me as well. Like, over the years, I've worked out my own way of dealing with my anxiety, but then in the past few months, they've all been omitted. So, like how do you expect to get the best out of someone when all of the things that they need are omitted? And I realized too, like, I let it happen. To myself. So now I don't have a vehicle to drive around. I like to, even just driving to work, singing songs, like, that's something. And I didn't have a car, and I still don't, since the day before Easter. So when I don't have these outlets, I'm a fucking nightmare. And I will tell you, I am a fucking nightmare. There's so many people that always say, oh my god, I would treat you so good. Oh my god, I wish you were my girlfriend. No, the fuck you don't. Okay? Like, no. Oh, oh. No, it takes a very special person to handle this shit. And, yeah, so that's the one thing where I said, like, he is a very special person, and he's still here. And I've realized that it is me that has to work on things. And just like you guys were saying, I have to love myself. And that's it. And I was talking to my friend. She's like, you don't do well single because you've never been single. No, basically no. Since I was like 15, I don't think there was a fucking second that I've been single. The longest that I was single was maybe a month at a time. So since I was like 15, what, like 4 months? That's like 30 years. Yeah, so I know I don't. Yeah. Let's see. What? My ex-wife convinced herself that I disliked her when I was still in love with her. Yeah. Yeah, Alan, if your ex-wife convinced herself that you didn't like her when you were still in love with her, I've done it. One of the reasons why I'm still in the midst of, well, I'm separated from my ex-husband. Is it easier, Enix World said, is it easier to tell us that he is special than to tell him? No. I tell him all the time. So that's the thing. I do need to tell him more. I know that. It was hard for me for a while because I just like Alan had said, how his ex-wife convinced herself that he didn't like her when he was still in love with her. And that also could be the same thing where, I felt too, and I've even explained to friends of mine, even with my ex-husband, if he was too busy at work and stuff like that, where if I didn't get the attention that I needed at the time that I needed, I felt dismissed. I felt like, you know, because even me, if I'm having a horrible day, I could still hug my partner. I could still say, baby, I love you, and give you a hug. But then, you know, as I was talking to my friend, she's like, still men and women do think differently, you know. And a lot of women say, well, he thinks that, you know, just his presence is enough. And you know what? For men, it is. Even just being present with you, even just spending time with you, even you just being in the same room and them actually sharing time with you, it is. And, you know, I think a lot of us just need to just step back. And it's hard. Again, easier said than done. But I did need a step back. Maybe kind of like a kick in the ass. But not like mean. So yeah, I just have a lot of things to work out. And I know everybody be like, I missed you, I missed it. Bitch, I missed myself too. You know? There's Mr. Squirrel again. He's running across the street. I actually got to go in the woods a little bit the other day. That was fun. Like, that's like I said, there are certain things that I need. And I'm not trying to be mean about things that I need. Like, I need this, I need that, I need... Because, like, so many people and women will be out there and be like, oh, how's your relationship with your parents? I don't speak to my parents. My mother decides to text me because I unblocked her just because I want to keep, you know, the texts. I don't know. Do I want to look at the abuse, I guess? Yeah, so she decides to text me whacked out shit, telling me that I'm doing things that I'm not. I'm a horrible mother. Yeah, because I need that shit too. So that's what I said. The reason why I am... Thank you, Mom and Dad, for this. But I'm not blaming them. I'm my own person, you know. I just didn't realize things that I did or how I came off to, like, partners, you know. So, and I'm not saying, you know, everybody that I've been with is perfect either. We're not. Nobody's perfect. Let's see. Hi, Inferno. What's up, buddy? I already knew the answer to your question. Enoch. Do counselors actually work? They can. They don't work for me. Not for a certain time. It never works. Yes, Inferno, I'm good. I'm actively working on getting myself back and loving myself so that I can be a more full person for others. So yeah, I've just been talking, using my outlet that I have. So I went to sleep at like 10 o'clock. Woohoo! Yeah, this is my therapy. You know, everybody's like, I missed your face. I'm here. I don't have anywhere currently to do like my makeup videos, so I'm not. Usually, I would talk about stuff like this and do my makeup at the same time, you know, but not right now. And I decided to do this and talk to people instead of sleeping, because I mean, I slept from 10 o'clock. I woke up in here and there. I had weird fucking dreams. I don't even remember. And then I worry and I get anxiety. And then I have friggin' acid reflux. I'm like, fuck. Like, come on. I'm trying my best to hone in my anxiety and not pass it off to my significant other. Because like, he doesn't need this shit either. I'm making him fucking crazy, and he doesn't deserve it. Not in the least. So. Well, I am doing Enix World. He said, don't do it for others. Do it for yourself, or it won't work. And I am doing it for myself. So, like I did mention before, though, I've always given to everyone else, so they didn't feel like me. But I am doing it for myself because I don't like feeling like this. I am not myself when I am riddled with anxiety, sick all the time. Like, I mean, I'm sick all the time anyway because of my autoimmune issues, but like riddled with anxiety, like throwing up first thing in the morning because I'm worried about fucking shit that probably didn't even happen, that I make up in my head just because I get one little clue and I think that, oh, something bad's happening. Because I'm always used to bad things happening. I was always used to that. And I have to learn to relax. I have to learn to relax. And I don't want to use fucking something to make me relax. It's within myself. We always have the power. And I tell people these things all the time. And I think about things all the time. And I tell people all the time these things. I'm like, maybe, bitch, pay attention to your own fucking advice. We have, like, I was telling my friend the other day, I have it in myself to stop myself from feeling this way. Because it's destroying my relationship. And I can't have that. And it's destroyed so many others. Maybe I'm the problem. You're doing makeup videos. You wouldn't be talking to us. Just guys hitting on you. Oh, no. No, I mean, if you look at my past videos, I always talked. And honestly, nobody really hit on me when I was doing my makeup videos. So keep in mind, dreams are kind of like exhaust for the soul. Yeah, that's true. Inferno said, keep in mind, dreams are kind of like exhaust for the soul. That should pass. Yeah, that's why I had weird dreams, and they seemed like bad. I woke up, I was fucking soaking wet, and I'm like, it's just my fucking psyche getting rid of all the shit that I did to myself. Alan said, get some stress balls or pinch some balls off a tennis court. Don't let them catch you. Oh, take tennis balls off. No, I don't know. And I don't like running. So, there's that. And actually, Inferno is saying about dreams are like exhaust for the soul. I was thinking about it too, where because of the anxiety that I was feeling, that was just all negative energy, and it wasn't my own. So what I was doing in the states that I was in, fucking just thinking weird shit, is going on where I've been told no weird shit's going on, so let it go. I was feeling anxiety so much, and it kept happening because I was pulling negative energy from God knows where. Okay, I was like a fucking beacon for any negative energy out there. So like, if you don't believe in this shit, that's okay. It's not shit, but I could be in the store, or like they say, if you touch somebody's hand or something, like even just out of the fucking thin air, where like there, I could have just been absorbing like cosmic junk because I let myself be open to receiving all that negative energy. And it makes your soul feel dirty. My soul felt dirty, and I didn't feel like myself because I wasn't myself. So I was putting up walls in the wrong places. I needed to be putting up walls around my soul and my psyche. Anix World is laughing. Just kidding. Inferno. Okay, I get you. However, you can shut that off too. Yes. Write down your dreams. The answer might be there. Sometimes I don't have to write them down, Alan. A lot of times I remember them. And you know what? I did think of something. There was something I needed to say when I was falling asleep, and I usually write that down because, like, things like thoughts, quotes, stuff like that I come up. But I was like, if I move, I'm so comfortable, and then I'm pissed at myself the next day that I didn't do it. So I'm just like, oh no. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do today now. It's 10 o'clock. I don't have a car. I get to see my kids today, so I'm glad about that. It's really hard, and I miss them, and that's a big part of my anxiety and stuff too. But I need to get things together. I need to get my life in order. You know, so I need to get my life in order. Everybody's like, "Man, you doing?" Meh. Listen, everybody else can fuck up once in their lives. I never fucked up, and then I fucking have a period of being, you know, a little fucked up, and now I'm a fucking bad guy. Now I'm freaking whatever the fuck you think I am. Like, get the fuck out of here. There's where the anger comes in. But please. Ooh. Oh, I thought I saw a spider. Swing over to Oregon. I think I'm good without the weed inferno. What are you smoking on, Inferno? I think I'm good without it. I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me. It makes me worse. So, yeah. I like my wine. I tend to overdo things. I overdo everything. I realized I don't do gray. It's like one extreme or the other with me. So, you know. I don't know. The sun's coming out. It's interesting because where I am now is actually where I grew up, and so it's kind of like a full circle thing. I'm starting to find myself here, and I'd go like walk in the woods, but it's a little different, and I don't know. I want to, but I kind of don't. So we'll see. Well, I appreciate the offer, Inferno. Seeing your kids is great. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that you'll see your grandkids, Alan. It's nice. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but fingers crossed, guys. I will have a vehicle. Things got a little messed up, and I gotta remember, like, I let things happen, but I'm going to fix it. And so I think my truck is a little too in disrepair, so I'm working on probably like sending that into the pile and getting something else. Nothing fancy. I can't afford it at the moment, but at least I'll have some sort of vehicle to get me around. That's a big part of me being anxious and stuff, not being able to go anywhere. So is anything being recurring in the dreams, or has everything been different? Inferno, I don't really get recurring dreams. It's generally always different. Sometimes when I am dreaming, I'll be like, oh, I saw this place before, but it's generally always different. And the sun's coming out, so that's nice. And that little squirrel's running with a nut in his mouth. Where you going, buddy? My ex-wife gets drunk and she kisses and hugs everyone way too much. Before I know it, someone's trying to do other things to her. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm friendly when I'm drinking, but, like, yeah, I think I get too friendly. I've talked to too many people, and I shouldn't. Like, not everybody deserves my time or my energy. So, like, I don't kiss people, though. Like, no, I just talk to people. Like, I don't know. I shouldn't. I just, yeah, let people come to me. Yeah. Yeah, being social. Oh, especially, I'm that person that's like, I'm going on an adventure. And then I'm like, this is my new best friend. And I'm like, but then I realized, you know, like, my boyfriend had said, like, well, we're spending time together. And then you're spending time with other people. So it feels very dismissive when that happens, you know? So that's something that I need to work on too. It doesn't have to be nuts, but usually people are more chatty. Yeah. Yeah, kissing on people. Yeah, I wouldn't kiss people. That's past being social. It is, yeah. I wouldn't kiss on people like, oh, you know. No. There's one person that I kiss, and that is it. Oh, my kids. And my kids. I kissed them on the face, but yeah, no. And I don't like touching people. Like, I don't, that's getting energy, weird energy from people. I'm not gonna be like, oh, hey, like, no. No, I mean, everything's a learning process. And no matter, like, how old you are, like, we all can learn about ourselves. And I need to be more positive, too, because I'm like, my poor face. Like, when you're sad and you're, like, depressed and stuff, like, holy shit. Like, and I'm not being, like, vain, you know that, but, oh my god. I don't want to look at myself and then be like, oh my god, I got freaking hit by a truck. So, this needs to fucking go away. And that's one thing I stopped doing too. I stopped taking care of, like, my skin, and I stopped taking care of myself. I stopped taking care of my nails. I didn't take my vitamins. I didn't, you know, I, basically was self-destructing and destroying myself because I hate myself. And that's why I do need to work on myself. You know, I put it out there, like, everybody thinks that I'm fucking conceited or something. No. What do we got here? It's not, Inferno said it's not as bad as hanging naked off a chandelier offering hand jobs, but kissing people is totally a bit much for just being regular drunk for most people. That is true. Being social and needing attention from men are two different things. Yes. I truly don't need attention from men. I just need to talk. Like, that's it. I don't need attention from, like, I mean, I need attention from my boyfriend and, like, my kids, but like, I don't need attention from men. And people think that too. Be like, what you post on Twitter, you want everybody to look at you, and you think that, like, oh, look at all these guys. I don't care. I don't care. Like, good. Like, whatever people think and they want to think, that's on them. I post things for myself. I do things for myself. Maybe if I get ready and I like to look at, like, what my work is, and I like to look at myself. Like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be, like, a model. I could do that. Like, I could do the things that I want to do just because I want to do them. I'm not doing it for anybody else or for anybody else's attention. If people have a problem with that and they think that I'm doing something else because of that, then that is your thought. Like, you're projecting your thoughts into what I'm doing. And that was a lot of what had also built up inside me too. People projecting their fucking ideas and their thoughts about me onto me. And then I questioned it. I didn't need to question shit. I was doing just fine before all that shit came into my fucking head. And then now where am I? Fucking questioning myself, hating myself, not being nice to myself, and not being good for other people. So how about keep your own opinions to your fucking self? Unless like, I'm hurting you, then shut the fuck up. Honestly. Here I go getting defensive again. But it's not even defensive. It's like, it's true. It's fucking true. And I know. And I've lived it. And you see what I look like? Because I freaking took in other people's ideas of me. What am I doing? Letting me turn into what you think I am. No. What do we got? Off to the shops. Have a great day, Nadine, and everyone. I hope you two lovebirds get back together. Thank you, Ellen. And we are together. we just need to work on things. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by, Alan. Inferno said, honestly, people need to talk, so your awareness of that is probably a good thing. Yes. Inferno said that's the insecurity and problems there. You got that right. Yes, that is their insecurity. And I let it happen. And I let other people's insecurities and, you know, like, there are so many times I could explain myself and what I do. And you know what? I don't have to explain anymore. If you don't like it, there's the door. And then that's where I got to that point. But then by that time, I fucking lost myself. And I'm just going to say, and I'm circle back to the let them. Let them. If people want to assume that I am doing something not right, or assume that like my social media presence is to entice men or whatever, fuck you. Because it's not. This is so, yes. Look at how fucking enticing I'm being. Unix World said, need and enjoy are two different things. Inferno said, because honestly, people got to give other people reasons to think that shit. If you're legit not doing or causing, then that's their issues. Exactly. Some need and some enjoy. Yes! Yes! Some people need it. And, you know, that's their thing. Some people honestly do have a need. But, like, the things that I post, I'm not posting my butt out there. Like, I've taken pictures and I used to share them to, like, the Twitter fleets and stuff. But it was, like, it was art. It was art. Like, so what if I was in freaking, it was like a Victoria's Secret photo shoot. Like, I did things that, because I finally, like, felt like I was comfortable in my own fucking body. And then I get shit for it. Like, you're trying to make men like you because you're posting in a fucking bra. Bitch, I could walk around in a fucking two-piece. What is the difference? I'm not showing anything. Good God. Like, I'm not... And it fucking makes me insane. Because I've never done anything like that in my life. Like, I've never been... I should have brought a tissue out with me. I've never been a person... Oh, that sun's bright now. I've never been a person to be like, oh my God, look at me, look at my butt. Ew, like, get the fuck out of here. That's not me. So, yeah. That's what, and that's the thing too, because then I get those things in my head a lot. But, anyway, we're at 75 minutes. We're a little over an hour, so I guess I'll go and try and do something. I don't know. It's only 10 o'clock. I don't, like, know what to do. To go get some food, go for a walk. There's, like, no, there used to be a diner in town. There's not, and that was a long, long time ago. There's, like, nowhere close to go get breakfast or anything. I actually have, like, a little bit of money, but I need to save it for my rides to work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Life is hard, guys. See, and then that's when I get to the point where I want to cry. I'm like, what? What is 716 Inferno? I can't get to the other side of the country. Yeah. Oh, 7:16. The time. It's 7 a.m. where you are. Yeah. But yeah. So just thought I'd just come on and spill for the morning and just kind of do my thing. I wouldn't be able to do this every morning or whatever, and I might just pop on here and there for now and just talk. And I'm an open book. So that's the thing where, you know, I will tell people what's going on, and please speculate some more. Everybody else can, you know, you can all speculate, because I put it fucking out publicly. I put it out there publicly. I don't privately go and fuck with people. I will go ahead and put all of my thoughts and what I'm going through in a sense, not everything, out there publicly. So if people have anything to say, then they can keep saying it, and they could just, you know, do whatever and think I'm a terrible person. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. We all have issues. We all have things going on in our lives, and we all have troubles. I mean, that's the bottom line. So I must go for now. Oh, actually, there's some fucking eggs in the house I could probably make, but there's no fucking bacon. Speculating. Inferno says speculating. It's all really the fault of lizard aliens. You need to get a bunker in the woods and stockpile guns. Hurry. Enoch said, guess I'm old-fashioned. I feel like a happy woman doesn't need attention from anyone but her man. No other man exists. No, I don't. Like I said, as far as men go, I don't need attention from other men at all. I don't. So, like, that type of attention, even now, like, you guys just happen to be men that are talking to me. So does that make it bad? Am I making my video for men because it's only men commenting? It's not my fault that only men are commenting. I don't control that shit. Do I have a remote to control that? Let's get some more women in the chat, because people with their insecurities are going to say that it's only men commenting and I'm looking for male attention. How about that? Enix World said, when you make your man feel like no one else exists, there's nothing you want to do for you. Well, yeah, I do that, you know, all the time. Inferno said, you need to exist. The right people come from you existing honestly. Yes, Inferno is right. I need to exist, and then the right people come when you're being honest. And that's just how it is. People. It's just people. Like, the last makeup video I did, I had somebody asking me personal questions like, when's the last time you made out? Like, ew, what the? Get out of here. I didn't need to talk about that. That is my personal business, sir. So you could just move along. But, alright. I'm gonna pop off for now. I appreciate anybody who had come on and listened to my rambling, and it's just part of my, you know, self-help, self-reflection, and finding myself, loving myself journey. And I hope you all have a good day. Inferno said, I just refer people to my OnlyFans when I get that. No, OnlyFans. Yeah, somebody asked me if I had OnlyFans. I'm like, no. So, thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. I'm going to head off for now and do I don't know what. So, catch me on any socials that you follow me on. I'm not going to name them all. If you know, you know. And I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. It is now Tuesday. So, thank you again. Have a good day. Bye.